What is up, YouTube? It's Forgotten 7 Retros here. I wanted to talk to you guys about the 10 most sought after games in my PS3 collection that I've been looking for ages. With this collection, there's a bunch of different games based on some different genres, but overall, I've been on a journey, on a hunt to get these games to add to my collection, just due to the fact that I just wanted them. They look nice, they look like some games that I would really be interested in playing. And so yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get started. So the first game here that you guys see is Vampire Reign Altered Species. With this game right here, the reason I wanted to buy it was because I've never heard of it, and when I was just doing some research and browsing of games to check out, this game popped up. One thing I will let you guys know right now, there is a Xbox version of this game, and the Xbox version was actually imported to the PS3, and this is the one that you guys see here now. As well as the one that I really wanted to buy was the one that came with the particular poster. So pretty much the plot of this game right here is you play as a guy named John Lloyd, and he's part of some type of team where you're pretty much infiltrating like a town infested with nightwalkers. In terms of the gameplay, I will say that the controls are pretty clunky. In terms of graphics, they're not really up to par. But one thing you guys have to really consider, this game was released like in the early life cycle of the PS3. So in terms of graphics, they just weren't there. Either way, I think you guys might be interested in playing this game right here. In terms of cost, I'll be sure to add the current starting price of this game on the bottom left corner, just so you guys know what this game is going for the time being in the marketplace. If you guys are one of those people who go after like complete inbox, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, trying to find a poster for this game that comes with the game is gonna be pretty challenging. And I'll definitely say to take some time to really look at the items that come with the complete inbox, because this game originally came with a poster. So let me guys show you what the poster currently looks like. So this is what the poster currently looks like. So yeah, that's the first game on my PS3 must-have games for my collection. On to the next one. Armored Core 4. So one of the reasons why I wanted to get this game was due to the fact that I'm a pretty big Armored Core fan, and I didn't have those games back in the day when I was playing my PlayStation 3 around like high school and middle school days. And so when Armored Core 6 was announced, I was like, oh snap, I gotta check out the earlier games just to see how these games are like before playing Armored Core 6. In terms of gameplay, it's pretty much like any other Armored Core game. You have a bunch of different weapons you can use there. You can customize your Armored Core, you're fighting bosses. In terms of cost, you guys might probably buy this game for about $60. I'm hoping in the future that other Armored Core games go down in price, because I want to buy the other Armored Core games and I just want to complete the set. In terms of recommendation for this game, I definitely think you guys need to check it out, as well as check out the other Armored Core games if you guys are interested. Silent Hill Downpour. So with this game right here, the reason why I wanted to buy it was because I'm a big Silent Hill fan and I want to complete the Silent Hill set, but man, the prices of the other games are really expensive, and I really wanted to get this game prior to potential price increases for this particular game right here. I think I own Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill Origins for the PSP, the HD remasters of the Silent Hill 2 and 3 games for the PS3, and then this one right here, Silent Hill Downpour. So with the plot, I'm gonna try to keep it short and not try to spoil anything. You play as some guy named Murphy. His son gets I'm not gonna say the word, and then he goes after the criminal who did it, and he steals a police cruiser and he goes to jail and all that good stuff. Short and simple, don't want to spoil anything. The game's good, even though the game has had a lot of negative backlash due to the game's mechanics and all that good jazz. But either way, if you guys are interested, check this game out. In terms of cost, I'll be sure to leave the price of the game on the bottom left hand corner. In terms of recommendation, if you guys are big into the Silent Hill series, definitely get this game, but I will say you guys might not like it due to it's kind of different to the overall style of Silent Hill due to the mechanics. But either way, you guys might enjoy it. Best of PlayStation Network Volume 1. So the main reason why I wanted to get this game was I wanted to play Tokyo Jungle as well as the Sound Shapes game. Tokyo Jungle, if I remember correctly, this is the only way you can play it in North America. You have to buy the best PlayStation networks. If I remember correctly, in other areas of the world, you could probably get this game in physical disc by itself. The premise of the game is you're pretty much an animal and you have to survive by yourself out in the world without no human interactions at all, and it's survival of the fittest. With Sounds of Shapes, and I'm really disappointed I was not able to play this game when the game was originally in its prime, because man, I am a big fan of music, and just the way you play the game, you create and you interact with the different items in the game, and you create like the music within the game, amazing. Definitely recommend you guys check that game out. So in terms of cost, I do know this game's going up in price, so you guys probably get it for about $65. In my recommendation, I recommend you guys get this game because there's 4 great games in the series. Me personally, 2 of my favorites is Tokyo Jungle and Sound Shapes. But you guys might enjoy Fat Princess as well as the other game as well too. Lollipop Chainsaw. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to get this game was one day I was at my local retro game store and I seen this game on one of those, behind glass, cases that most retro game stores have, like the really rare games. It was kind of rare, and I never really seen it before. I heard of it back in the PS3 days, but I really didn't pay it no mind. In terms of plot of this game, you're pretty much an 18-year-old cheerleader, and she goes to school realizing that, a zombie apocalypse happens, and she's fighting zombies. In terms of gameplay, I would say the game mechanics are pretty fluid, as well as like all the different combinations and combos that you guys can do. In terms of cost, you guys probably might buy the game for about $65 to $70. But one thing I will say, in terms of recommendations, I would say hold up on buying this game due to the fact that this game is actually getting remastered for the newer generation consoles. So from my honest opinion, the game price of this game is going to go down. And I just recommend you guys wait until the PS5 version, the remastered version, comes out for this game right here. Splatterhouse. So one of the main reasons that I wanted to get this game was I was checking out this video game pickup video from one of the YouTubers that I watch, and he had this game. Pretty much the plot of this game is you play as this guy named Rick that has like a terror mask, and the game's pretty much a remake of the original arcade game back in the day. And he's pretty much just fighting through like hordes of like different like ancient beings just to save his girlfriend and stuff from like a evil like doctor. In terms of gameplay, I would say the game mechanics are pretty clunky. It's not really that much fluid, but the game's pretty interesting. If you guys are big into like metal music and gore, you guys might be interested in this game right here. In terms of cost, I'm thinking maybe $65 to $70, as well as this game also was released for the Xbox 360 as well too. My recommendation, if you guys are big into like the OG like Splatterhouse game, you guys might be interested in this game right here. Keep a lookout on eBay or Amazon for those really great prices. Don't jump on the first price you see. Every so often, more games are going to be added to eBay that you guys could buy. 3D Dot Game Heroes. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to get this game was due to the fact that this game reminds me of a little bit of like a 3D like Zelda. And it's actually one of the first games that I really went out and scout just to get. I think I bought this game for about $50 back in like March of last year. This game's also an Atlas game, and Atlas, they're not afraid to try out different things, and that's one thing I do like about that company. In terms of gameplay, the game's pretty fluid. If you guys played Zelda, the OG Zeldas from like the Game Boy Advance days, Game Boy Color days, this game will feel right at home for you. In terms of cost, the cost of this game has gone down a bit in the later months, so you guys could probably get this game for about $40 to $50 at the max. For my recommendation, I definitely think you guys need to check this game out. If you guys are big into Zelda, if you guys are looking for some games to kind of build up a nice, really great game collection. So Folklore is actually one of those games that I also saw in one of those must-have games pickups, and the game looked pretty interesting. I also like the fact that you can collect like a bunch of like different monsters, kind of like Pokemon, and they help you throughout your journey. One thing I'm really big on, I'm a big Pokemon fan, so I was all in. In terms of plot, you play as this young chick named Ellen, and she pretty much is on a journey to help the village of Dolan. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to go into more spoilers about this game, but if you guys are big into folklore, Irish mythology, you guys will be really interested in this game right here. In terms of gameplay, amazing. Definitely one of the best games I've played on the PS3. In terms of cost, you guys might be looking at about 50-60 bucks in range. The game definitely went down in price throughout the COVID and now years. My recommendation, if you guys are big into mythology, folklore, all that good jazz, pick this game up. A great game to add to you guys' collection. El Shaddai. So with this game right here, the reason why I wanted to buy it was it's one of those games that I've been having on my wish list for like the longest. I've seen some gameplay of it. Pretty much the plot of this game is you play as Enoch, and you're pretty much searching for 7 angels to prevent a crazy flood from happening. In terms of gameplay, amazing. I like the gameplay. It's fluid. Visually, it's a beautiful game. You guys will not be disappointed with this game right here. In terms of cost, you might be looking at about 50 to 60 at the max for this game right here. And my recommendation, add this game to your game collection. The game is beautiful. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Definitely one of the most underrated games in the PS3 catalog. And last but not least, Trinity Souls of Zeal. Oh, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So with this game right here, the reason I wanted to buy it, it's another game on my wish list, and this game looked really interesting. So in terms of plot, you play as this guy who's a half-elf, who's pretty much on a journey to avenge his family. Short and simple, don't want to spoil anything. Recommend you guys play this game if you guys are big into like RPGs, as well as games that kind of give you like that Dungeons and Dragons feeling. In terms of gameplay, I would say the mechanics are pretty nice. I definitely recommend you guys check this game out right here. Alright guys, so here's the list of the 10 most sought after games in my game collection that I've been wanting for the longest, and I'm finally able to get them. Let me know what you guys think about the video, as well as let me know if you guys play these games. What's your opinion on just game collecting in general? What do you guys think about some of these different rare games, and any other recommendations you guys might have for me? And that's pretty much it, and I'll catch you guys later for the next video.